Thursday night football on Prime. 6-1 in your free Thursday night games this year, or free plays rather. We gave you a side and total in week 2, so we've given you 7 of them, gone 6-1 overall. But we did miss last week. That 6-0 streak ended 6-1 now. Hey, look, we're going to try to make it 7-1. Free play in this Steelers Bengals game with analysis coming up right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, and we've got a AFC battle here, AFC North battle on Thursday night in Cincinnati, and I'm wearing my orange Wager Talk logo here, and I thought maybe Joe Flacco would be on WagerTalk.com by now because he's been jumping around everywhere football-related that has orange. The Browns and now the Bengals. He played the Packers twice in 3 weeks with 2 different teams, and now he's playing Aaron Rodgers, not on the Packers. I'm totally confused. I feel like I'm in a time warp, but that's what we've got here. Flacco against Rodgers, 2 Super Bowl champs. And I actually like the over in this game. And it's not because I think Flacco's anything special, and I think Rodgers is also on the back end of his career. But I like the matchup here, and I do think that the Bengals are going to get a bump with Flacco. He was pretty bad at Cincinnati. There's no question about it. But the Browns are a pretty bad offensive team no matter who's behind under center. And last week against the Packers, Flacco played well. A 90.9 QB rating, by far his best rating. Let's look what he did in the other games this year. By the way, he played the Bengals back in September 7th. Played the Bengals already. Now he plays for them. And then 2 out of 3 weeks played the Packers for different teams. Just really bizarre. Not to mention he's like 40 and a half years old now. He's a man. He's 40. 75 QB rating, 65, 55, 39 in the 4 games before last week. And now with the Bengals, a 91 rating. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions versus no touchdowns and 6 picks in his other 4 games before that with Cleveland. I do think the Bengals have a lot more weapons offensively, and he will somewhat play well once again this week, even on the short week. And I do like the fact that Cincinnati remains at home. I always talk about how the quick 3-day turnaround favors the home team because there's 1 day of travel not factored in. Now, Pittsburgh to Cincinnati, not a big trip. I get that. But I also say that it normally favors the better team, and they're still working Flacco in. So I'm not really in a hurry to take a flyer on the Bengals plus 5.5, and early indicators are not in yet for me as I do this video early on Monday, but I would expect the public to probably be on Pittsburgh in this game. But one thing I did want to point out is the early look-ahead line this summer, when Burrow was healthy, everything was normal, was Cincinnati by 4.5. Now they're a 5.5-point home dog. That's a 10-point line adjustment from just a month and a half ago. Went from being a 4.5-point favorite to a 5.5-point dog. So, yes, you're definitely paying a premium now to fade the Bengals, who have been really bad. And even last week's cover against Green Bay was a little phony. They were down 14 late in that game. But the total's also been adjusted down. The look-ahead line this summer was around 46.5. It's now 42.5. So we're getting more than a field goal lower here. And I do think both teams will have success throwing the ball. The Bengals cannot run the ball. They're not going to even try. They're averaging 56.5 rushing yards a game. They have no rushing attack, and they're losing most games, so they don't run the ball. Yes, their passing numbers are not great, but as I mentioned, if you use Flacco's numbers from last week, they're perfectly normal. Steelers have been average defensively this season. But Pittsburgh also does not necessarily run the ball that great. They only average about 84 yards a game. They're more of a pass offense as well, nearly 7 yards per pass, and they should have success throwing the ball against what's been a really bad Cincinnati pass defense. The Bengals have been average defending the run this year. The reason they're giving up 30.5 points a game is because they're giving up almost 260 passing yards a game. And to put that in perspective, the fact that they're losing, getting blown out in games, and still giving up that many passing yards, not a good sign. And more importantly, they're giving up 7.6 yards per pass against teams that average just 6.5. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers averaging 6.9. So I think both offenses, both quarterbacks hold the edge in this game, and we get a very modest total. Over 42.5 would be my recommendation this Thursday night, 8:15 Eastern on Prime. Hey, let me know your thoughts. Comment below. Side, total, player props. What are you looking at? Obviously, I would lean towards the passing props over for both teams. Quarterback props, receiver props. How do you want to attack it? Comment below. Include some analysis if you have time. Let's learn and earn and win together here on Wager Talk TV. And if you're liking these free play videos, I've got tons of them coming for all the spotlight games this week for both college and pro football. All I ask is a thumbs up like. It takes 2 seconds to click a thumbs up like on each video. And quite simply, the more thumbs up likes, the more views we get, the more free play videos I do every day here on Wager Talk TV. I do your Thursday night prime game every week. I do your Sunday night, Monday night football games. Also do a lot of these spotlight weeknight games. We've got Tuesday and Wednesday college football. I'm trying to do those games as well for you. So if we get enough views, enough thumbs up, likes, positive comments, I will keep them coming each and every week here on Wager Talk TV. And don't forget about the 2 big boy videos College football top 25 Saturday, NFL Fade the Public Sunday. So click the bell when you subscribe. Click subscribe, but also click that bell as well, so you'll get an instant alert when these free play videos, including those big ones, are posted each and every day here on the channel. Don't forget also on the way out, if you want to get my personal best bets, they're available on a daily basis on my page, Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. And when you go there, check out the bonus free play that is loaded each and every day. I've got an advanced free play for this Sunday in the NFL loaded right now for you on my page. Go get the free play and check out the special best bet offers and get my plays for as low as about $1 a play with the long-term subscriptions. It's quite simple. If I have a best bet, my clients get it. Same plays that I'm using, my clients get. It doesn't matter if it's a 1 day, a 1 week, a 1 month, a 1 year subscription. Everybody gets my personal best bets. And the last cuts go up as free plays as well. And I've got an advanced NFL free play for this coming Sunday for you right now with analysis. Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. And hey, get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. On the way out, follow me on social media on X and Instagram at Steve Merrill, 2 R's, 1 L. MERRIL at Steve Merrill on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.